Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Panos, I am an Airbus pilot and in today's video we are flying the magnificent Airbus A321neo from FSLabs. So FSLabs has recently released another update for the A321neo, bringing new features, improvements and bug fixes designed to make one of the most detailed Airbus simulations even better. It focuses on stability, FMTC improvements, visual refinements, and other systems enhancements. So I will leave a link in the description below in case you want to check the full change list. In this video, we are taking this bird in a real-world full flight as usual, and we will see whether these changes make a noticeable difference in day-to-day operation. So whether you are an Airbus pilot or you are thinking about adding this aircraft to your virtual hangar, bear with me and we will find out. Let's get starting. We are here in the crowded Heathrow airport and we are flying the real-world schedule from British Airways from Heathrow all the way to Thessaloniki in Greece. So let's get going. Enter the aircraft. Of course in the first officer seat. And this is the state you are going to find the aircraft from the other crew when it is in transit, actually. So first things first, let's first of all check the batteries. So batteries off, and again batteries on. And check they are charging okay. Apart from that, the oil quantity is good, it's sufficient for the flight, the hydraulic quantity as well, and the oxygen pressure. Perfect. So let's get some time over there to check our briefing. Perfect. So we are the Speedbird 672 today, all the way from Heathrow to Thessaloniki in Greece, with a departure time of 0800, which will give us an on-time arrival of 11 UTC, with a cost index of 20 and the cruise flight level of 350. We have a very good wheel component of plus 24 knots, and let's continue with the rest. Our first alternate is Kavala. We'll see what is going on over there. And what else? Actually, what I like to do, first of all, is to check the significant weather charts over there, which, as you can see, it's pretty much okay. So let's see together. The 12 UTC, just some CBs in the area of the Balkans, but nothing significant affecting Greece and the Greek airspace. What else do we have here? Nothing else actually. So let's go to the weather. Airport weather list. As I've told you before, this is only one segment for Zagreb FIR regarding frequent thunderstorms. And apart from that, we have lovely weather, what I would say in Heathrow, a little bit cloudy though, with 17 degrees. And in Thessaloniki airport, what we have is, come on, there we are. At the moment variable 2 knots, with a possibility for some southerly winds later on, so expecting maybe runway 34, but at that time of the day, most probably it should be runway 34. I'm sorry for that, maybe expecting runway 16, but most probably it will be runway 34 at that time of the day, and later on during the day some source of rain, maybe. Our alternate airport, Kavala, again Later on this day we have some probability for some showers of rain, but nothing really significant, no thunderstorms, plus some southerly winds, so expecting runway 23 maybe over there, we'll see. Also Athens has lovely weather, and our two alternates, Corfu and Actaeon, also lovely weather. Northern wise there is nothing to check, so for the fuel today we can see that we have something like 9.1 tons of fuel as a minimum, which will give us also 8 times of the contingency fuel, 8 minutes of the contingency fuel, and I think we are good to go with this fuel. So 9.1 it is. Let's go on mass and balance. Actually, let's go on the GSX menu. And no, it's gonna be from here. I totally forgot how FSLabs works. So let's prepare with the overhead panel and all the preparations and continue with the loading of the aircraft. So supply, ground control. CDR test looks okay. Switch on those at ADRS. Strobe lights, nav lights. No smoking images, basic lights. The temperature is okay at the moment. APU fighters. Good. Engine 1 fighters. Very nice. And engine 2 fighters. Looking good. This panel here is okay. Let's make all these adjustments here. Also check the oxygen. Which is good. Here as well the panel is good. At that time I would like to apologize for the status that's happening on this aircraft. It's due to the reduced performance of it. As you might have already seen, I have removed the cabin textures, but still it's not so good. Anyway, it should be smooth during the flight, and that's what we are going to check right now. This one goes to 2000. And with that completed, let me go on the Navigraph. And select the flight sim lamps in order to have the charts over there. Once more, I'm sorry for that. We have also the traffic. Let's remove it at the moment. We have to do it manually, as we can see. Anyway, we did it. And now we should select the Compton departures the ILS 09 left. Radio fail following missed approach. Zero 09 left and right. Also for the taxi. Let's keep that in mind. We are situated somewhere here. And for the SIDs, we have the deadly SID, which is over there. Good. What else? Also, we have on the arrival let me check and find them. It's a little bit difficult in the airport of Thessaloniki. This one should be the case. Aligo 1 Papa, followed by either the RMP Zulu P4 or the VR Zulu P4 at the moment, and for the taxi, the airport chart and the parking stance. Perfect. Let's proceed with the tech log as well. What we have here, we have only a cabin emergency light poor condition, expires in 119 days, which actually we don't even need to check if we are good to go. We are good to go with this defect. Good. Okay. So first things first, let's load the flight. We have Heathrow to Thessaloniki, estimated time en route 2 hours 45 minutes. We ain't gonna need that. And here we check that the database is active, and we can see that we have the flight plan already inserted. Good. Alright, so let's go for the boarding and the fuel. We have the instant option, which is good for us. Give me a second, what did we say here? 9.1, that's it, instant, fuel. We are expecting a 0 to weight of 70.4, which by the way is correct. Good. We have the fuel already. For the boarding, we are 2x5 and we are expecting 7.5 here. The instant boarding, which we can see is correct. 0 to weight 70.5. Perfect. Let's go ahead now and proceed with the MCDU preparation. The fuel is correct over there. So we are going from Heathrow to Lima Golf Tango Sierra Thessaloniki. Alternate Lima Golf Kilo Victor, speedway 672 is the call sign, proceed X20, and as we discussed before, we're expecting a flight level of 350. I'm gonna select here 09er left for the arrival, and we will go to the charts, Navigraph, Heathrow, PIN, and we have 121.935 for the 80s.
Aero 24. Transition level 70. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Uniform.
London Heathrow Airport, information uniform. 0720 Zulu. Arriving runway 09er left. Departing runway 09er right. Wind 060 at 11. Visibility 10. Broken at 1600. Temperature 19er, dew point 14. QNH 1024. Transition level 70. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform. London Heathrow Airport,
QNH
information
104.
uniform.
That's it, what I'm gonna need now. One 024, perfect. And let's go with the rest. 09 right. And what do we expect? We'll go on the briefing. We can see that we can expect Deadlink 1 Juliet departure. Perfect. Deadlink 1 Juliet. Insert. And we can check that we have the correct departure over there. Initial climb expected from the ATC anyway below 6000 would be. Let's check the rest. Lima 6 Dover, Upper Lima 9 Conan. Upper Lima 9 Conan. Kilo Oscar Kilo Denox Remba Lirsu Vibo. Kilo Oscar Kilo Denox Remba Lirsu Vibo. Nombo Radar Radic and Gorba. Nombo Radar Radic Gorba Medux. Batsit Upper Market 67 Cocat Direct Erana. Upper Market 67 Cocat Direct Erana. Tango 3892 Alico, which is correct, and Alico 1 Papa for, let's say at the moment we are Zulu runway 34. With no discontinuities, perfect. And Lima Golf Tango Sierra 34 Adnas, as we have already seen. Golf 1 2 to Ascos, and over there I will select VR23 as discussed. With Ascos 1 to Juliet. Good. Now, let's prepare the nav aids. What do we have here? First of all, the MSA in the area is at 3000 rounded up. The elevation is 83. And here we have straight ahead at 2 DME London, turn right, 119er track. So first of all, London VOR 113.6. At 4 DME London, left to intercept Deadlink VOR radial 282. So it's gonna be 102 inbound course. Deadlink 117.3, 102 is the course. And thereafter we have some altitude constraints all the way to Deadlink. That's it. There is also a minimum climb gradient which we are going to see. for the departure and takeoff performance. So let's proceed with the engine out SID. In order to check that, here we go to the takeoff. And let's make an initial calculation over there. Let's go 09 right full length. Standard at 1,600 feet, turn right to Oakham. So, how we are going to do that? We go to the navigator chart. We find the stars initial approach from Oakham over there, first of all. Check the call. And the other thing we need to do is to go on runway heading for 3 miles, I would say, and thereafter Oakham. The holding over there would be 3 to 8 inbound course with right turns. 3 to 8 with right turns. Perfect. And last but not least, I will select ILS 09 left approach via Oakham, which looks good. We are going to climb at 5,000 feet, despite the fact that the minimum holding altitude is at flight level 70. And according to the pins, we have here the chart for ILS 09 left with minimums of 279. And let's listen to the 80s once more.
1600. Temperature 19er, dew point 14. QNH 1024. Transition level 70. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform. London Heathrow Airport, information uniform. 0720 Zulu. Arriving runway 09er left. Departing runway 09er right. Wind 060 at 11. Visibility 10. Broken at 1600.
And with that out of the way, the last thing we have to do before the briefing is to insert the weights, the anticipated at least. 70.5. A generic 0 weight CG. And the fuel goes to 9.1, if I remember correctly, 9.1. And let's turn on these seatbelt signs as well and start this APU. 79.4 is the anticipated takeoff weight, which is correct. Everything here is correct. Let's request the winds and start the APU. Now with that completed, there is a message over there with a slot. We have a security of 0813, which will be able to catch, and we have the final lawsuit. Let's accept that because it looks correct. Speedway 672, 12th of July 26, London Heathrow to Thessaloniki, Golf, November Echo Oscar Sierra is the registration, so it's a correct aircraft, and we are 2 by 5 on the crew with passengers 208. Perfect. APU is available. Let's wait 3 minutes before we turn on the APU bleed. And for the briefing, what we have the Deadly One Juliet departure, runway 09 arrive. The plate number is, I cannot see up there guys, 10-3 Echo, effectivity 9th of July 26. Pretty much new one. Changed the MSA in the area. Anyway, 2300 is the highest MSA with the highest obstacle below us on the SID direction at 1100. Expecting initial climb clearance from the ATC. The points have been checked. And we have an extra fuel. Come on. We have the winds. So the extra fuel is gonna be only 2 minutes, 0.1 tons. Good. Now for the pushback. We are expecting 09 right. And we are here at gate 591. Expecting pushback facing south and all the way via Bravo and Alpha to some holding point over there. Anyway, I will calculate the takeoff via November 8th in order to be on the safe side. And for the engine out, as discussed previously, we have straight ahead to 3 miles and then right there onto Oakham, holding there as published, and expecting a return for ILS 09 left. Anyway, you can see here above maximum landing weight takeoff, most probably flaps 2 or optimum flaps configuration. No other specials for the feds, but I can see here is a tail stack awareness, extra vigilant on that, and of course the traffic in Heathrow Airport. It's going to be a contested area, extra vigilant, carefully listen to the ATC instructions. That's it, I have nothing else to say. And for the takeoff, as discussed, November 8th. Condition is dry. And let's insert the new data over there. Let me check it, guys. So it's gonna be 06011. -19 and 1024. Dry runway, anti-ice off, configuration optimum should be, let's say, conf 2, and air condition goes to on. For the final load sheet, let's go. 0 fuel weight 70.5. With max 0 fuel weight 34.9. It will give us a takeoff weight of 79.4, which is, come on, 79.4, which is correct, and we have a Mach takeoff of 31.9, which is approximately 0.9 down, but we will check. So 79 for the expected one. And let me check that on mass balance. Oh, it says here 36.1, which is not correct according to the load sheet. Let's use this figures here, 34.9 and Mach takeoff 31.9. 31.9. I don't know why this thing happened. Anyway, let's calculate the figures. With 1 plus F, I don't like it, of 2, and air condition on. Let's give it a try. Conf 2, 1.3 down, flex 58. Down 1.3, flex 58, and for the speeds we have 595959 and green dot 228, 229, which is correct, and 3 times 159 over here. Let me check. That's it. We also set 1080 and 1580 on the engine out acceleration, and with that completed, the 3 minutes have already elapsed, so external power goes off, APU clip on, and we can do the cockpit preparation checklist. Cockpit preparation checklist, gearpiece and covers, removed, full quantity, it is 9,080 kilograms, fuel is balanced. Seatbelts on, ADIRS, nav, and BARF, QNH 1024, QNH 1024, cockpit preparation checklist completed. Good. We have also set the FCU. And with that out of the way, let's go over there. Additional services, dismiss GPU. We have already disconnected GPU. And what else? Actually, the doors have been closed. So, operate steps. Check that they are already delivering the aircraft, and now it's a good time to request for the ATC clearance. Good. Let's see if we can make that COT. Navigaf. Airport. Delivery 121.980. Heathrow delivery, good day, speedbird 672, information uniform, stand 5901 and Airbus A321 requesting ATC clearance. Wait for that as well. What we can do is we can close the door.
Speedbird 672, say again please, and confirm you have information Victor. Expect runway 09 right.
09 right, information Victor received, request IFR clearance, Speedbird 672.
Speedbird 672, cleared to Macedonia via the Det 1 Juliet departure, runway 09 right, initial climb 6000, squawk 4155.
Clear to Macedonia Airport, Detlink 1 Juliet departure, climbing 6000, squawk 4155, speedbird 672. What I was expecting for. That's good.
Speedbird 672, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.905 when ready.
121.905, speedbird 672. Bye bye, sir. 121.905 has been already set. Everything has been planned. Now it's time to start recording also my flight controls as always.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
On behalf of British Airways and the entire crew, my name is Ranjit Pereira.
So,
I would like to extend a warm welcome aboard flight
Connection.
672 heading to Thessaloniki. Please take your seats according to your boarding
prepare for
passes
pushback and departure.
and store your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew.
Shuttle 12 Kilo request pushback.
Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
Shuttle
And we hope you
12
enjoy the
Kilo,
journey.
cleared for push and start.
Pushback and start approved. Shuttle 12 Kilo.
Heathrow ground today, speedbird 672, stand 5981, requesting pushback.
Speedbird 672, push and start approved. Face south.
Push start approved, face south, speedbird 672. Good. We have pushback facing south. Beacon goes on. Chocks removed, and let's go with the before start checklist. Before start checklist, parking brake. Set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. So 159, 159, 159, flex 58. 159, 159, 159, flex 58. Windows close.
American
Close.
51, give way to the Air
And
France
beacon
220.
on. Before start checklist completed.
Way to the Air France 220 American 51.
Let's switch to taxi. Maybe we need to find that. Indeed, we need to define that. Perfect. So we are pushing
Swiss
back.
8, Mike Victor, runway 9 and right taxi via Kilo Alpha, November 10.
Cabin attendants.
Runway 9 right, taxi via Kilo Alpha,
And
November
of course,
10,
once
Swiss
more,
8,
we
Mike Victor.
have pass the same road.
Welcome
Shuttle
aboard
12 Kilo ready to taxi.
We'll
flight
start again.
672.
Shuttle 12
Heading to
Kilo, runway 9 and right
Thessaloniki.
taxi via Alpha, November
Our
10.
estimated flight time is 2 hours and 45
Runway 9
minutes.
right, taxi via Alpha,
Please pay
November
close
10, Shuttle 12 Kilo.
upcoming safety demonstration,
Good.
as it
Engines are
contains
clear to start.
important
Sequence
information
2,
for
then 1.
everyone, even frequent flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal
Starting
tip into
exit
the
2.
buckle and pulling the strap to tighten. Remember, the seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated.
Speedbird
Please
872 ready
return
to
your
taxi.
seatbacks and tray tables to the upright
Speedbird
position.
872,
and
runway 9 and
ensure
right taxi
all
via
lines are
Alpha, November
for
10.
takeoff and landing. Mobile phones and electronic
Runway 9
devices
right,
must
taxi
be set
via
to
Alpha,
flight mode.
November 10, Speedbird
And larger
872.
devices should be securely stored during takeoff and landing.
Ready to taxi.
Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes
Austrian
are
33
prohibited
Yankee
anywhere on
Zulu,
board.
runway 9 and right taxi via
Including
Bravo,
the
Lima
lavatories.
2 Alpha, November 10.
Oxygen mask will drop automatically if required.
Runway 9 right, taxi via Bravo,
Place your
32
nose in
Alpha,
the
November 10,
normally.
Austrian 33 Yankee
Remember
Zulu.
to secure your own mask before assisting others.
Air France 79 Charlie Juliet,
Life vests
contact
are
tower
located
on
under your seat
124.48.
between the seats. To use
124.48 for tower, airframe 79, Charlie Juliet.
Keep that in mind.
Leaving the aircraft.
Flying Bulgaria 852, ready to taxi.
Special life vests for children are available.
Flying Bulgaria 852, runway 9 right, taxi via Victor Sierra, Sierra 7, hold short of runway 09 right.
You have 2 exits at the front.
Runway 9 right, taxi via Victor Sierra, Sierra 7, hold short of runway 09 right, flying Bulgaria 852.
In case of evacuation,
1 to 4, just
all
like
personal
4.
belongings behind and follow
Shuttle
all
3
safety
Golf,
instructions
taxi to parking
from the
via
crew
Alpha 9
immediately.
and Whiskey Alpha
If
Link.
any electronic device becomes hot or catches fire,
Shuttle 3
please
Golf.
inform a crew member right away.
Lufthansa 7
The
Hotel,
safety
hotel doors
information
closed, ready for
card
push
in
and
your
start.
seat pocket contains all details.
Lufthansa
Thank you for your
7
attention
Hotel,
and
pushback
for flying
approved.
with British Airways.
Lufthansa 7 Hotel, hotel.
Perfect. However, I didn't tell her.
American 51 contact tower on 124.48.
So we are good to go.
Tower, American 51, thanks.
Good.
Push and start.
They are going.
Speedbird 744, pushback
Let's
approved.
do.
Push and start approved. Speedbird 744.
Speedbird 872 contact tower on 124.48.
Over to tower, Speedbird 872.
Down 1.3. After start checklist. After start checklist, anti-ice, off. Here comes status. Check. Pitch speed. We have 33.
Speedbird 41 Golf Charlie, request push and start.
Come on.
Speedbird 41 Golf Charlie, push and start approved.
Gravity.
Pushback approved.
Neutral.
Speedbird 41
After
Golf
start
Charlie.
checklist completed. Okay.
Shuttle 12
Let's get
kilos,
rolling.
contact tower on 124.48.
Switching to tower, shuttle 12 kilo.
Speedbird 672, request taxi.
Speedbird 672, runway 09 right, taxi via Echo Alpha, November 10.
Echo Alpha, November 10, runway 09 right, Speedbird 672. So it's gonna be the full length. Good. Clear left side, clear right side. Echo. It's here. Second to the right. Actually, third.
Lufthansa
Yeah,
7
first
Hotel,
to-
hotel,
third to the
runway
right.
9
It's
right,
Alpha
taxi
all the
via
way.
Bravo, link 32, Alpha, November 10.
Runway 9 right, taxi via Bravo, link 32, Alpha, November 10, Lufthansa 7 Hotel, hotel. Japan Air 42 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 42, runway 9 right, taxi via Golf, Foxtrot, Alpha, November 10.
Runway 9 right, taxi via Golf, Foxtrot, Alpha, November 10, Japan Air 42. Speedbird 639er, taxi to parking.
Speedbird 639er, taxi to parking via Alpha 9er, Whiskey Alpha.
Alpha 9er, Whiskey Alpha, Speedbird
Clear right
639er.
side, clear left side.
Speedbird 706, request pushback.
Speedbird 706, cleared for push and start.
Pushback and start approved. Speedbird 706.
As we can see, first one to the right now is Bravo. We are aiming for the second one. Left side clear. Clear right side.
Speedbird 41 Golf Charlie ready to taxi.
Speedbird 41 Golf Charlie, runway 9 right, taxi via Charlie Alpha.
So far, guys, I would like to say that I'm not way too happy
Runway
with the
9 right,
performance of the
taxi via
aircraft.
Charlie Alpha.
It's a little bit
November
laggy.
10, Speedbird 41
Yeah,
Golf
that's right.
Charlie.
Right side
Speedbird
clear.
26 Echo ready to taxi.
However, how it performs during the flight
Speedbird 26 Echo, runway 9 right taxi via
without
Charlie
so much
Alpha
traffic
November
around
10.
us. During the final
Runway 9 right,
approach in
taxi via Charlie Alpha
Thessaloniki
November
airport,
10, speedbird 26
then
Echo.
we will be able to judge better. Now it's time to handle the communications to my beloved first officer. You have communications.
I've got the radios now, Panayotis. Let's get ready for departure.
Let's go. Flight control check. Go ahead. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Strategy. Go ahead. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight control check my side.
Speedbird 744, give way to the Swiss 220 on your left.
Giving way to the Swiss 220, speedbird 744.
Speedbird 706, ready to taxi.
Speedbird 706, runway 9 right taxi via Bravo, link 34,
That link
Alpha
1 Juliet
November
departure,
10.
stand ahead, expecting first turn to
Runway
the
9 right,
right.
taxi via Bravo, link 34, Alpha.
If we
November
lose
10,
our
speedbird 706.
capabilities, stand ahead
Speedbird 744, contact tower on
for
124.48.
PME and thereafter right 119 for
speedbird
PME.
744.
Gross weight 79.5 above maximum landing weight, configuration 2,
Ground,
Let's
Virgin 36
58.
Victor Lima, taxi to the gate.
6000 blue,
Virgin
speeds 159
36
and
Victor Lima,
159.
taxi to parking via Alpha 9
Check.
Whiskey Alpha Echo. Speedbird 672, contact tower on 124.48.
Contact tower on 124.48. Speedbird 672.
And we have the tower.
Heathrow Tower, speedbird 672. Good morning, holding short 9 and right, ready for departure. Speedbird 672, Heathrow Tower, runway 09 right, hold short, you're number 2 behind the 320neo.
Cabin is secure. We take off config and
33 Yankee Zulu,
what else
contact
we have to
departure.
do?
Departure
We
for
have
Oscar
the
33 Yankee
taxi
Zulu,
check.
good day.
Taxi check, flight check, check, flap setting, config 2. Config 2, radar predicted wind shear. Off at the moment. Engine mode selector normal, ICA memo, takeoff no clue. Taxi checklist completed. Let's continue the taxi. Just to give you an
Flying
idea,
Bulgaria
guys,
852,
now I'm
hold short of
taking
runway 9 right.
like 40 frames per second. This
Hold short of 9 and right, flying Bulgaria 852.
Heathrow Airport and with this scenery, which is of course a Beach Premium
Speedbird
Heathrow.
744, holding short 09 and right, ready for departure.
With all other aircraft, I get at least 70 to 80
744,
frames.
wind 060 at 12, runway 09 and right, cleared for takeoff.
Right side clear.
09 and right, speedbird 744. Scandinavian 84, Foxtrot, runway 9 and left, wind 060 at 12, cleared to land. Scandinavian 84, Foxtrot. Swiss 8 Mike Victor, contact departure.
Okay, switching to departure, Swiss 8 Mike Victor.
Flying Bulgaria 852, hold short of runway 9 and right. 9 R, holding short, flying Bulgaria 852.
Stop. That's it. Back to the set.
09 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. This one, this should be. I will switch on the weather radar in the moment. It's here. Weather radar on. The big is here.
Speedbird 672, runway 09 right, winds 060 at 12, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
Runway 09 right, cleared for takeoff. Speedbird 672.
Cabin crew, prepare for departure. And for the checklist.
We're all set for departure, Panagiotis. Let's get this bird in the air.
Line up checklist. Line up checklist, takeoff runway.
Flying Bulgaria 852, hold short of runway 9 right.
November 10, tickets. The
Short
ARA.
9 right, flying Bulgaria 852.
On. Line up checklist
Speedbird
completed.
744, contact departure. Speedbird 744. Finnair 3 Mike
We are all
Lima,
set
wind
to go.
060 at 12, clear to land, runway 9 left. Clear to land, Finnair 3 Mike Lima.
Ready?
Flying Bulgaria 852, hold short of runway 9 right.
Let's go.
9R holding short, flying Bulgaria 852.
Manual flex. 58. SRS runway on the first blue. Set. Fast set.
Speedbird 871, contact ground on 121.905. Ground, Speedbird 871.
Speed 1. Rotate. Nice and slowly. Positive climb. Gear up.
Flying Bulgaria 852,
Yeah.
hold short of runway 9
Set.
right.
Up. Set.
Holding short of runway 9 right, flying Bulgaria 852.
Check.
Speedbird 26 Echo, short of 09 right, ready for departure.
Speedbird 26 Echo, wind 060 at 12, runway 09 right, cleared for takeoff. Safe travel.
Stars climb.
Speedbird 672, contact Heathrow radar on 125.625.
Climb. Check.
Contact Heathrow radar on 125.625. Speedbird 672.
Flaps 1. Check.
Heathrow radar, Speedbird 672. Good morning, climbing through 1000.
Flaps 1.
Speedbird 672, Heathrow radar identified, climb 6000.
We are climbing 6. Flap 0. Speed check. Flaps 0. Speed, vertical speed plus 1500. Vertical speed plus 1000 now. One thousand to go. Check.
Speedbird 672, climb flight level 130.
Speedbird 672.
Stars climb, open climb 13,000 blue. Check.
Archer, Speedbird 26 Echo 2000 to 4000.
Speedbird 26 Echo, London control, climb and
That's it.
maintain 11,000.
Standard.
11,000, speedbird 26 Echo.
Standard. Go check, passing flight level 60. Now, check. And as we have seen, Manos client gives us the restrictions on SID with 6,000 over deadly VOR, and this is the reason why I've chosen open climb. We are picking up some turbulence over there.
Departure Lufthansa 7 Hotel Hotel 2000 for 4,000.
Lufthansa 7 Hotel Hotel, London Control, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 120.
Out of 2000 for flight level 120, Lufthansa 7 Hotel Hotel.
Speedbird 26 Echo contact, London Control on 135.425.
Stand by for the seatbelts a little bit.
135.425, speedbird 26 Echo, see ya.
We are pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly, and we appreciate your patience.
Here I have nav,
Thank you
and
for
my
flying with
secondary,
British Airways
walking
today.
on 55. And we were about to climb to C50, so we are waiting for it. 10,000 feet check completed. Let's switch off this weather radar. We ain't gonna need it anymore. Terrain on NT.
Departure speedbird 706 2000 for 4,000.
Speedbird 706, London Control, radar
Speed, I'll
contact.
start.
Climb and maintain flight level
Check.
110.
Up to flight level 110, speedbird 706.
Speedbird 672, climb flight level 210.
That's climb flight level 210 blue. Good. And now as we are climbing towards our cruising altitude, guys, I'm gonna live through the moment for what is meant to be actually a pretty much good cruise, I would say. Nothing expected. And I will catch you up during our descent for landing in Macedonia Airport. So until then, have a nice day.
128.235, good afternoon.
Here we are, guys, again during the descent towards
Over to
Thessaloniki.
Sophia Center on 128.235, Sun
And
Express 8.
yes, okay, we have already listened to the 80s. The runway uses T4 for arrival.
Scope control the radar. Engine
And, we are
512, flight level 180 for
actually,
flight level
it's
200.
probably the RMP Zulu, but we are going to request the VOR Zulu for runway T4. So let's
Turkish 4, maintain
dig a little
290 knots.
bit to the charts over there.
on the speed, Turkish 4.
So as you can see, VOR Zulu T4. Let me check. Here it is. It's gonna be a steep approach. 3.3 is the descent angle for that. And the RMP Zulu,
Turkish 2,
as we
contact
can
Sofia
see,
Center
it's
on
even steeper at
128.235.
now, if we check the puppies on runway T4, they are indeed at 3.8 with minimum eye to wheel height at 88, 90 feet. Now, with that being said, we can clearly see that the RMP is even steeper, but it's the same
ATN 512,
with
climb to
the
flight level
paths.
240, report level
However,
path.
during that specific time of the day,
Climb
and
flight level
with
240,
the coverage
ATN
we've seen in
512.
Thessaloniki, according to the TN, it's advisable to perform the VR Zulu before. This also is advisable due to the high cost weight of this specific aircraft, and of course once more during that time of the day. The winds are very complex over there. You get actually tailwind conditions both on runway 34 and runway 16, and since they are using runway 34, we prefer the RMP Zulu, I'm sorry guys, the VR Zulu approach, which
Speedbird
is the
672,
shallower
descent altitude
angle.
4,000 feet, QNH
For
1013.
this reason, I will ask for runway
QNH
VR
1013,
Zulu runway
Speedbird
34,
672.
and we will ask also for vectors for this runway. For the rest, it's gonna be a fully managed final lap approach,
Copy control radar, Beauty 5 checking in,
being
flight level
actually
330.
at 900 miles
Beautify, roger.
at 3,000 feet. Of course, flaps 2 with speed maximum at 180 knots, decelerating.
Aircat 302, contact Belgrade control
The
radar
highest
on
MSA is 5,500 to the right
Good
of the approach
afternoon.
direction, with steeply rising terrain nearly to the
122.215,
airport at
Aircat 302.
4,100 feet. There's a mountain over there.
Turkish 2, traffic 12 o'clock and 20 miles,
idle reverse,
crossing right to
29
left,
degrees
a regional jet,
temperature.
flight level 320.
Regarding the auto brake, 2.3 tons of arrival fuel, it's gonna be 72.8,
Speedbird 672,
So-
descend flight level 140.
140. I will calculate the landing with 73 tons of fuel. 2707, 29 degrees, 104.
ATN 34,
And
flight level 170,
we will
descending
calculate,
flight level
as discussed, with
150.
73 tons of landing weight. That's
34,
it.
good
Air
afternoon.
condition on and the ISO full and reverse none.
Speedbird 672, contact Thessaloniki, approach on 118.28.
So we can see that with low auto brake, the
118.28.
factor landing
Speedbird
distance
672.
is not enough. We are going to use medium auto brake and vacate the runway and Alpha 5.
Thessaloniki approach, Speedbird 672. Good afternoon, flight level
Medium.
190 for flight level 140.
And now let's concentrate on the approach. With that being said,
Speedbird 672, Thessaloniki approach identified. Good afternoon, expect the Arnav Zulu runway 34 approach into Macedonia. And confirm you have information India.
that's it. Now we will request.
Expecting the Arnav Zulu runway 34 approach into Macedonia. Speedbird 672.
Request VOR Zulu runway 34.
I'll request the VO Zulu approach for runway 34.
And let's see.
Thessaloniki approach. Speedbird 672 requesting VO Zulu approach for runway 34.
Speedbird 672, expect the VO Zulu runway 34 approach.
Excellent. VOR Zulu runway 34 it is.
Expecting the VO Zulu runway 34 approach. Speedbird 672.
Speedbird 672, descend altitude 5,000 feet.
Speedbird 672.
Set QNH. QNH 1014 cross check. Leaving 15,300 now. Check. 5,000 blue. Seatbelts on. Seatbelts on. Approach checklist. Approach checklist. BioF. QNH 104. QNH 104. Seatbelts on. Minimum. 1350. Auto brake, medium. Engine mode selector, normal. Approach checklist completed. So at the moment we're approaching Aliko. At some point right now we should expect some vectors. Anyway, for the moment we are clear for the Aliko 1 Papa arrival. And that's what we are going to do.
Speedbird 672, turn left heading 140, vectors for the VOR Zulu runway 34 approach.
Left heading 140, vectors for the VOR Zulu runway 34 approach.
Good.
Speedbird 672.
Heading 140. Thrust type, low and descent.
Speedbird 672, descend 4000.
It's getting a little bit bumpy over there. 4000 blue. We will sequence the flight plan from Fox Delta 34 Zulu, 9 miles final. Radial in would be 162. Confirm. Confirm. 10,000 feet 6.
Copy radar center, good afternoon, Austrian 76 Papa Zulu, 8,000.
Staying over there. And
Austrian 76 Papa Zulu,
last
copy
but not
radar
least,
center, identified,
Mike
continue.
Kilo Romeo VR identified.
Austrian 76
GPS
Papa
primary.
Zulu contact.
10,000 feet
Bucharest
6.
radar center on 121.375.
We ain't gonna need that
Bucharest radar
weather
center on
anymore.
121.375, Austrian 76 Papa
Let's
Zulu.
switch to terrain. And let's lose some altitude quickly over there.
Copy radar, good afternoon, Austrian 76 Papa Zulu, flight level 120.
Austrian 76 Papa Zulu,
What
copy
you should
radar,
know, guys,
identified, continue.
for Thessaloniki Airport, it's that it's a very demanding approach, especially at this time of the day, because of all this wind sim I told you before. I think there are some companies as well that they have this kind of approach only for the captains. So they are the ones that allow to land there.
Beginning of final approach into Thessaloniki.
You will see
Please turn
what
off
it
all
happens.
electronic devices and store them until we arrive at the gate.
For sure, I'm gonna tell you that at westerly wind conditions during the whole approach,
Your seats are in the full upright position
we have a lot of
and your
updrafts,
seatbelts are fastened.
especially the last 1,000
Weather in
feet of
Thessaloniki
this approach.
is currently 29 degrees Celsius with clear visibility. Our assigned gate is Terminal 1, Gate 19. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
As you have already heard, Terminal 1, Gate 19, that's the one we are expecting over there. So as we are descending, we will see vacating via Alpha 2 and expecting via Foxtrot and Charlie. All the way to gate 19. Good. Now it's the time to concentrate once more to the approach.
Austrian 76 Papa Zulu, contact Bucharest Radar Center on 119.04.
Sub 19.04, Austrian 76 Papa Zulu, thanks for the help.
Well, the visual approach, you can see it's even more challenging due to the fact that there is
Speedbird
some
672,
hills
speed 185 knots.
over there,
Speed 185 knots, Speedbird
which
672.
make it way too difficult to manage the descent. So speed 185, like they told us, activate approach phase activated. You can clearly see we are gonna need to extend some flaps over there. Flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 1. And flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2. Vertical speed minus 1000, check. $1,000 to go. Check. Alt start, check. Don't tell me we have to wait this guy over there. Just don't tell me that. I'm afraid so. Come on.
Speedbird 672, turn left heading 025.
Left heading 025, Speedbird 672.
Good. Heading 025. Should be on an interception angle. Very nice.
Speedbird 672, descend 4000.
We are at 4000.
Speedbird 672, 6 miles from Foxtrot Delta 34 Zulu. Turn left heading 020. Descend altitude 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared for the VOR Zulu runway 34 approach.
Left heading 020, descend to 3,000 until established on final. Cleared VOR Zulu runway 34 approach. Speedbird 672.
Excellent. So nav, we were on a heading 020, 3,000 blue. Let me see what it's going to do. It's like that. Okay, and as I briefed, 180 descending. 180, I'm sorry, reducing the speed. Final approach and 4,000 wide. You know this thing happens in real life.
Contact Macedonia Tower on 122.1.
Contacting Macedonia Tower on 122.1, Speedbird 672. Macedonia Tower, Speedbird 672. Good afternoon. On the VOR runway 34 approach.
There we are.
Speedbird 672, Macedonia Tower, runway 34, winds 290 at 8, cleared to land.
Clear to land, 2908, she told us.
Runway 34, cleared to land. Speedbird 672.
$2,500.
Are they alive? Check. Look at the wind. That's what I was telling you before. Now it's tailwind. Speed manage, gear down. There's our runway. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
And now the wind is from the left and headwind. That's what I was telling you. Exactly. Flap steer, speed check. Flap steer.
1,000.
Flaps full, speed check. Flaps full. And you also get this curious
100 above.
GPWS callouts due to the terrain. I'm gonna add also 3 knots.
Minimum.
Final approach.
500.
We have the minimums. Autopilot off. That is off. Bird on. Set runway track 342. And now let's reduce a little bit our descent rate. Since we can see 4 reds, this actually is because of the puppies placed at 3.8 degrees. Come on. Now it's better. By 2 is good. This is the case every time during summer noons in Thessaloniki.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10.
Come on. Spoilers, reverse gate, D7. 70 knots.
Auto brake off.
And that was it. Let's get the time.
Welcome to Thessaloniki. Did you know that Thessaloniki is known for its vibrant nightlife and rich history? Being the second largest city in Greece. Thank you for flying with British Airways. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with British Airways. The local time is 2:07 p.m.
And let's wait now for the ground instructions. Clear left side, clear right side.
Speedbird 672, welcome to Macedonia. Exit at Alpha 2 if able. Contact ground on 121.705.
Exit at Alpha 2 if able. Switching to ground on 121.705. Speedbird 672.
I will switch on the brake fan as
Macedonia
well.
ground, Speedbird 672. Good afternoon, cleared of runway. Ready to taxi to the gate.
Speedbird 672, Macedonia ground, taxi to Terminal 1, Gate 19 via Alpha, Alpha 4, Delta, Charlie. Good day.
That makes it actually
Taxi to
the
Terminal 1,
left,
Gate 19 via Alpha, Alpha 4, Delta,
and
Charlie. Speedbird 672.
So we're gonna take this one to the left, and once we are at Delta, which is the first to the right again, we will proceed with the after landing guidance. Clear left, clear right side. A lot of traffic in Thessaloniki right now.
Lot 606, contact tower on 122.1.
Tower on 122.1, lot 606.
Good.
Aegean 586 ready for push. Aegean 586, push and start approved. Pushback and start approved. Aegean 586.
Switch on everything, also the lights, and let's start this APU over there. Oh, come on. This happens when you are alone in the cockpit. Also pulling time elapsed. I'm gonna take it slowly. Flaps 0. Start this APU, and also the rest. Good. Let me also switch off the cabin side screens and continue towards gate 19. So, after a perfect flight, I would say, just some light shocks during the final part of flight. We didn't get any weather, at least. I would say that I am pretty much happy with the new update. It seems like the controllability of the aircraft, at least for me, it's better than the previous model. It was easier for me to fly manually the plane, and especially during the flare. With the one previous, before, I was struggling to flare the aircraft. I mean, I was flaring the aircraft, the flare was too much. I always ended up floating on the runway. That one was not like that. And generally speaking, it was a pleasure for me to fly this one, and definitely for sure I'm gonna have more flights on this bird.
Air Creek 3 India Romeo.
What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section below.
Air Creek 3 India Romeo, cleared for push and
Feel
start.
free to add any other comments you wish, or any other suggestion for any flight that you want me to fly. Let's park now, we're approaching on our gate. So, our stand is next to the left. Let's accelerate, lights off. The marshal is inside. I'm a little bit to the left of the center line. Let's correct that. Good. Parking brake on. Maybe you bleed on, and let's start the engines down. Number 1 off, there goes number 2. Very good parking, nice job
Air
Panos.
Creek 3 India Romeo, runway 28 taxi via Charlie Foxtrot, Foxtrot 10.
Let's do the S.
Runway 28 taxi via Charlie Foxtrot, Foxtrot 10, Air Creek 3 India Romeo.
We have below 10%. And all slides disarmed. So, beacon off, seatbelts off. Excellent. What's up next? The parking checklist. Parking record shows. Set. Engines off, wing lights off, fuel pumps off. Parking checklist completed. Let's go with the chokes. Let's operate the stairs. And request the GPU. Let's also open this door to let the passenger thank us for the flight, to also greet the passengers. Good. Very nice. So guys, I would like to thank you once more for watching my video. Feel free to comment for any suggestion or anything else you want to in the comment section below. And I will see you with the next video. Until then, have safe flights. Thank you very much for watching.